G'day there, Lee here from MPG with EXP Australia. I hope you're having a fantastic week. This is my weekly real estate market update. My job here is to share you some information if you're in property mode to help you make the best decision in your next property move. You can check out the full blog article I wrote this week by heading on over to martinuzzi.com.au. Make sure you subscribe there for me as well so you can stay up to date and informed about all the happenings in the property market. So let's have a look across Australia at the moment. We have seen prices continue to grow. Annually, across Australia, prices have risen 3.1%. Now, all markets are moving at different paces. We have seen the pace of growth slow, but don't let that fool you because there's a lot of signs indicating that we potentially are in a super cycle where prices will continue to fairly rapidly increase over the next few years. So in Sydney, we have seen prices grow by about 0.2% over the last week. And Brisbane, 0.1% over the last week. Melbourne has slowed and set steady over the last week, but over the last month, they've grown by 0.4%. Looking locally here to our nearest capital of Brisbane, prices annually are up 9.1%, which is incredible. And we're seeing similar trends here on the Sunshine Coast. I believe Sunshine Coast is quite immune because it is a lifestyle destination. Its affordability relative to some of our local neighbours, our capital cities, is pushing a lot of southern buyers up here. Number one for the lifestyle destination. Affordability is a factor as well. And what we're seeing now, because the RBA has just recently dropped the cash rate to 4.1%, there is talks that they're going to drop that cash rate again in the next meeting on the 1st of April. And we've already seen this increasing buyer demand. A lot of southern buyers coming up here. Population growth, international immigration into Australia is huge. And there is a shortage of property availability across the country, particularly here on the Sunshine Coast as well. Now that shortage of stock, increasing borrowing capacity, increasing demand is likely to push the prices up higher. And that's why some are suggesting that we may be in a super cycle where property prices rapidly continue to rise over a longer period of time. So I look at that in this week's article. You know, how long does it take for property prices to double? You can check that out and have a read of my article. Again, martinuzzi.com.au. It's interesting dynamics here right now, but a couple of key factors is population growth, increasing demand, lowering cash rates, which increases borrowing capacity, and also a lack of property availability is likely to continue to increase property prices moving forward. Some are predicting property prices will rise and increase up until 2029. Over the long term, historically, we always see property prices go up, sometimes at a flatter rate of growth and sometimes at a quite rapid rate of growth as well. So that's what we can expect moving forward. For buyers, if you're sitting on the fence now waiting for that next cash rate or a couple more that might come later throughout the year, maybe it's not the best idea because if you wait whilst your borrowing capacity increases, there's going to be more buyers in the market, more competition, and that's likely to push those prices up further. And it might even mean you miss out on the right opportunity. So look now, if the right opportunity comes up, I would suggest taking action. And for home sellers, well, it really is dependent on your personal circumstances. When is the best time for you? Well, that depends on what your move is all about. What we're seeing right now is that there are a lot of sellers in place wanting to upsize or downsize, but they just can't find the right opportunity to do that. So we expect that will change as more properties come on the market coming into the selling season before winter and after winter as well. There'll be more properties coming to the market. That'll give those home sellers that have been sitting on the fence more opportunities to purchase. And again, will probably increase the amount of stock availability. But overall, we're still seeing a shortage. We're seeing an increased demand. And that is reason why we're expecting prices to continue to climb here on the Sunshine Coast and across Australia as well. Guys, if you're in property mode and you want to discuss your next move, we'd love to have a chat with you. You can message us below or give us a call, email us, and we'll set up a time to have a chat. Reach out, have a great day ahead, and I hope you enjoyed this weekly real estate market update. Live more fully, have more meaning, and find more joy. Talk soon.